am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I am Dustin.
And I'm Zombie.
That's right. That's right. What is good? Anything new?
Lots of stuff there.
Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about too.
Yeah. I guess let's get right into it. Show us what's in the box, Dustin. What you got?
All right. So I actually took some time to open up probably one of my favorite figures of this Black Series line. And that is...
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ezra Bridger. Got them all posed up. It's like, yeah, this is a cool figure. It's like, this is what we needed, at the time, because, it didn't come out the same time that the other ones did.
Yeah. He was a little delayed, I think.
Yeah. Hey, Grey Wolf. Hey, Pops. Yeah. And so I opened that, and it's just, it looks so good.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're happy with it.
Yeah. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And of course, Boba Fett.
Still need to do my kit batch of that one, because I'm not too happy with the legs on that official release. I still need to. I don't even know where I've got mine at.
Oh, the legs on this one?
No, the Boba Fett.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't like the big baggy pants, the articulation scheme that they put on that thing. I'm not crazy about it.
It is a little.
I like the other look that they gave him, where it's not like that loose cloth type of look.
Where it's not the loose cloth.
Yeah, like
what release was that in?
The later version of him in the show, in his own show.
Yeah,
the pants weren't those the Sand People baggy robe pants. I can tell you do not remember.
No, I don't, because this is
Like they
that
made a
early years.
vintage version of that version of him I'm referring to, but they haven't done a Black Series version of that one.
Oh, okay. That would be why I don't know what you're talking about. Because I'm thinking just that there was a Black Series, and I'm like, this is the one from the show.
Yeah, it's a version of it from the show, but I mean that like I don't want to say tight pants because they're not really tight. They're still a little bit baggy, a little bit loose, but they're not like the robe pants
Yeah.
from his time with the Sand People.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it is a little awkward, but I don't know. I still like it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that's a bad look. I
It
just
still
don't like.
moves well enough, in my opinion.
I don't like the articulation scheme of that sculpt.
Right.
It's not my cup of tea.
So my other thing is that. Oh. Okay, here's the other thing I got. I picked up the latest issue of Thundercats. It's issue 6.
Cool.
It's very on brand for me, which it's got Panthro riding in the Thunder Tank. Try to get some glare off of that. I think that's really cool.
Yep.
Haven't read it yet, but I plan on it. And then issue 1 of Chitara.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with that. I haven't read it as well. I haven't read it yet. Now if I could just keep everything from falling on top of me. But yeah. What about you? What'd you get?
Oh boy, I got a good bit for what's in the box here.
Yeah.
I guess let me start with I'll start with this one. So this was a pickup that I found. One. This was a pickup that I found a couple of days ago, and I'd actually left it behind. Let me backtrack a little bit here. I took a bunch of pictures of stuff. I posted to our group chat.
Yeah.
This was one of them, and I think I called it like
the Naked Ronin.
Naked Ronin figure. Yeah. So I picked this up actually for a guy that I know on Instagram. It's Kit Bash Customs is what he goes by, and I saw in his stories he was looking for one, and I messaged him. Of course, this was after I'd already gotten home and everything. Like, hey man, there's actually one on the shelf here. If it's still there in the morning when I get off from work, I'll swing by and pick him up for you or whatever. So Kit Bash, this is for you. Go give him a follow. He does a lot of little. Not little, I don't want to diminish his talent or anything. He does some really cool stuff. It's mostly Kit Bash figure parts from one figure to another. He does some painting and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, full-on customizer.
Yeah.
Really cool dude. He's helped me out with a few things that I've collected in the past. So I figured, hey, I'll pay it forward. I'll pick this up for him because I know he's looking for it. So it's really cool. This is the a NECA figure, of course. It's hard to see behind him, but he's got like 2 other full sets of arms and a bunch of heads. Really cool. I mean, this is straight out of the comic book, really. It's a great looking figure. I gotta say.
We got some comments. What's up, Chat Authority? And apparently, Pop's saying hey. And Kit Bash hangs out with Brian on Horror Movie Club sometimes.
Nice.
Interesting. I did not know that.
So my other pickup around the same time, I can confirm it's real now.
Oh yeah, Tatsu.
I got him.
Awesome.
I thought about it and I said I can't not get this guy. I mean,
he's such a cool figure.
Yeah, and it looks nice too. I mean, it's better in hand than I've seen for the pictures.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that the glare isn't there. But yeah, he's really cool. Soft goods too, so that's
amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So a little bit of controversy around, this actor and this figure about him, going into hiding or whatever. I
Yeah,
don't know if that's
disappeared off the
true
grid.
or
Yeah,
just hearsay or, I don't know. I meant to look it up and I forgot until right now. Like I
right.
was supposed to look that up.
Yeah, like we were
uh,
just talking before
yep.
the stream. We were like,
Yep.
yeah, we need a notepad to remind us. Just like, oh gosh.
So I did. I went to Ollie's. I love bargain hunting, and I
Yeah,
found this, which
nice. Black Panther.
originally I wasn't going to get, but I got this because I had this. So
Oh,
I've
nice.
seen this is now I read the comics, the Spider-Verse comics before it was, before they made it into a movie and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So I know this character as Spider Assassin, but they call him, I guess they couldn't say assassin. Wait, what side am I on? So they called him Spider Shot for the figure or whatever. So
Hmm.
the reason I'm going into all of this is I've seen people take these shoulders, the ball sockets for these shoulders here,
Mhm.
and putting it on this figure because this one has really tiny shoulders. It just helps his profile out a lot better by
Hmm.
switching. So I got this, I don't know, it was like $10 or something. So, but it's a
Nice.
really nice figure. I'm almost going to kind of feel bad about tearing him apart just to do that mod.
Right.
Um, I'd contemplating doing this live, and I said, "No, I'm not going to do that. We got a whole
Right.
lot of stuff we need to go over." So, but yeah. I mean, it's a solid figure on its own. I really am going to kind of feel bad about doing this,
Yeah, for sure.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
While I was there, and I found the. Oh, I'm not done yet.
I know.
I picked these two up too. This was on clearance at Walmart, so I got
What
that for
honor.
17. This is
Interesting.
Sam and Twitch from Spawn, but really mainly I got him because I was interested in his coat.
Yeah.
I've been it was a request given to me by our friend at Omega Level Toys, Travis Hodard. He's got a character that he wants me to make, and it needs a jacket very, very close to this. So I said, you know
Nice.
what? It was on clearance. I'm getting him for it. So I
Yeah.
haven't told him that yet. Let's see. What was the? Oh, okay. So I guess my last thing here, and we're going to touch back on this later in the show. Was able to get.
Yes.
This is one of the Mythic Legions. I know
Deluxe Legion Builder 2.0.
not deluxe, just Skeleton Legion Builder 2 is what they call
Yeah,
it.
2.
So
That's what it's called.
this is fans' first chance to get a complete bare skeleton in the line.
Yeah.
Last year they revealed a character called Maxilius the Harvester. That's basically this figure with a few extra add-on parts and some soft goods. This is just every pun intended, the bare bones version of that in a different color scheme. So it was the sale was
Friday?
Yeah, was it last Friday? Not this past Friday.
No, like
Friday
the
before.
Friday before. Yeah.
Right, so 2 Fridays ago.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even talk about it on the show because we had a show and then they announced it, and then before our Friday show, like they were sold out. So this figure was $26. It's considered a Legion builder. It came with a spear. It's really hard to see there. The spear on the side. I didn't take it out of the package, but and it came with another little baggie of accessories. He's got a shield, another sword. He's got a couple of extra sets of hands in there.
Nice.
I mean, really. I mean, it's. I'm ecstatic about this figure. I love this figure. And just by comparison, this is the first skeleton figure that they made for the first Kickstarter that they did for Mythic Legions. And I mean, it's more of like a knight with a few bone parts on him.
Yeah.
Right here, I mean, he's got like the bone
I
legs.
still have a few
arms.
in box of those.
Yeah. And this was one of the most popular, Legion builders from that wave. really. I mean, almost all of Mythic Legions. I mean, they've released him a couple of extra times where people could get him again or whatever. But everybody always asked for that bear skeleton. So this was kind of our first taste to get him. Completely new sculpt from head to toe. It's even got an articulated
That's
mouth
awesome
here, and they've done articulated jaws on skulls before, but this is a brand new sculpt.
Right.
And like I mentioned, these are sold out. I know they kept a handful of them for conventions and stuff like IshCon that just happened this past week, which we're going to touch on a little bit.
Yep.
But then, like this figure, you will still be able to get this guy again when the Necronominus wave is released. It's just not going to be $26. It'll be, the
$35 or whatever.
Well, that's the direct pre-order price for the Horseman, the $37. So it's not going to be $37.
Yeah.
That's like a special discount straight from the Horseman. So retail is going to be about $50. But we're talking you're going to get a soft goods cloak, this huge scythe that he's going to come with. He's got this decorative armor overlay that goes over the soft goods. I'm saying this because you can get that figure and you can have a Grim Reaper for your shelf if you want one. You will literally be able to make the Grim Reaper with the Maxilius, the Harvester figure from the Necronominus wave. That should be available later this year. If not, if they can't make that happen, it'll be very early 2025.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is just really awesome. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, he's really thick, he's got really thick bones, but he is sturdy as heck. I'm telling you, I've had some of those other more accurate sculpted bone skeleton figures, and I'm afraid I'm going to break them because they're so thin. The articulation points are so tiny. I mean, I've got no fear of breaking this guy. He can move just as well as the rest of them, and I mean, I'm not afraid of breaking him at all.
Yeah,
like, he's really good.
Hey, Figure Fight Club.
Hey, welcome back, man. Yeah, no, I love the skeleton. I need more. I need more of them.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool figure. I was like, hey.
Yeah, he even comes with pointing hands. He's got a couple of
nice
for whatever reason.
Oh, because you got to have them pointing.
Yeah,
I do.
It's a fun little thing.
Heck
so
yeah.
Since I'm still blown up, I want to show. So here's the figure that we had for our thumbnail for our show.
Yeah.
The Spider Noir figure. So this figure did not come with a hat, and I wanted to mention this. Like, I was one of the first people to find this figure at retail. I had found him, and like everybody around the web, only the early influencers, I think, got him sooner than I did. So I sculpted this hat and hand casted a few, specifically just for this particular figure. So this is that original release Spider Noir, and I was honored that you picked that for our thumbnail for the show. I had to get him down. I had to dust him off though. Yeah. I'm like, wow, man, I haven't touched this guy in forever. But yeah, that was a nice little treat.
Yeah. Didn't you? What isn't the one someone took pictures of? Like,
yeah. So that picture was done by Matthew K from the Fwoosh. I had sent him one for one of his reviews because he was excited that he had found the figure, and I said, hey, I made a hat for him since he didn't come with one. So I sent him one, and he took all those pictures, and that was one of them actually.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Heck yeah.
It's a better picture than I was ever going to be able to take of it.
Right. I don't know.
Oh, let's see. What's Figure Fight Club saying? I picked up. Yeah, there you go. Make it bigger.
IshCon VIP night. Wasn't able to step away from the booth for Saturday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple of other things I want to talk about from IshCon. I think I saved those pictures. Let me back up and check real quick. I've got a bunch.
I do have them all on the Instagram. If you don't have them,
Yeah, no, I've got a few pictures that I saved from. You might have a few more pictures that I don't, but I just want to make sure real quick that my share screen here. Yeah, I've got them. Okay, good. So, all right. With that being said, you want me to just go into talking about highlights from the past couple of weekends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
said there's some things that you wanted to touch on that we didn't get to talk about the last week. So
yeah. From some San Diego Comic Con and stuff from around that time or whatever. So go ahead, bring me up. So this is some images of the dragon that I shared last week, not from San Diego Comic Con, but from the Maestro Union Dragon. Somebody had posted a picture of the prototype and everything. This kind of gives a little clearer look, a little close up. And that thing that I didn't know what it was on the side, that was actually, I guess, an alternate head with a headdress on or something like that. Still, looks really cool.
Heck yeah.
So here's the full body sketch.
Dude.
Yeah, this thing is going to be just beautiful when it comes out. It's going to be hard to pass on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only thing that would like really keep me from jumping on that is if he doesn't stand very well. Because there was that one weird bug line that came out a little bit ago that they're all like different kinds of beetles.
Yeah.
And come to find out they didn't stand it like at all unless they were on the base and plugged in. And it's like, well, that's less fun. But
I know the figures you're talking about. I don't know. Those just weren't for me, I guess. But yeah, really just the amount of sculpting detail I can just imagine that went into this.
Yeah.
Just looking at these sketches. It's I can't wait to see this thing. Let's see. No, I'm gonna save those. So I'm excited about this.
Can you talk about what that was again?
The dragon?
Yeah, the dragon.
Okay. So
saying I don't know what that is.
Yeah, if you're familiar with like the Maestro Union with the Fu-Ray type of figures like Veteran William, Swordmaster Wang, I can't remember that rabbit's name, that samurai rabbit that they did.
Yeah.
That falls into that particular line. I probably still have the picture of that prototype. I didn't delete any of those. Let me scroll back up and find that for you real quick. Yeah, right here. So this was one that I showed off last week. And here you see in the forefront is the actual physical like prototype for the sketches that I just showed off. And then behind it, you can kind of see the armor that they're going to have for him.
Yeah.
Wish there was an easier way to jump from image to image on this site, but if there is, I haven't found it. And then here's the armored version of him that they show. And this was at some I really don't remember the name of this show. It wasn't at San Diego Comic Con. This wasn't IshCon. This was somewhere over in Asia, but it was happening around the same time as San Diego Comic Con, I think.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this one's. I don't know how tall he's going to be compared to the other figures. I would assume because he's lanky, he's longer, he's going to be a little taller.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would suspect anyway.
For sure.
But yeah. The Maestro Union Fu-Ray, I don't know how to say that.
Right.
And then this is probably going to be how they're leaning towards with the colored version for everything. So we'll see.
Yeah. Looks absolutely sick.
Yep. So there it is at the bottom here. Maestro Union. It's the brand that it's under. Whoop. I don't know what I just did. Everything went away. Okay, let me jump back over to Venom. I zoomed out. That's what I did.
Venom.
Yeah.
Venom.
So I don't know what I just messed up all my image stuff.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
I can't. I'm struggling here with it. Like I did some weird Zoom thing. Sorry, folks. I'm really trying to figure this out. I can't. Let me try to. Man. Pardon the technical difficulties. Wouldn't be one of our shows without it.
Nope.
Still, it's. How did I manage to shrink everything?
I don't know.
This is not at all going the way I'd planned.
You have me over here actually trying to zoom, and it's just doing that on my computer. And it's like, okay, that's not helping anyone.
No, no. Okay, let's back up. Let's try this again. Let me stop sharing. Okay, and then sign out and see if it resets itself, because that's not going to work. Like I can't scroll. I can't do anything. It will not let me. Wow, it's still super small. I'm going to have to close everything out. Okay, pardon me, people.
Well, in the meantime, we'll just do a little Chilla Hawk tour on it. And maybe it'll work.
You're going to mess me up. You and that Chilla.
It's just so funny. So he says, "You control, scroll the wheel."
There's no wheel. There's nothing like that here.
He's saying, hold down control and scroll the mouse wheel.
I don't have a mouse.
Yeah. He's on like one of these weird tablet thingies.
No. I'm on a laptop. I just have that mouse square.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it did not.
Use the up and down arrow.
Oh boy.
So he's saying, I got the Frazetta Girl Fire and Ice Tigra this past weekend. That's cool.
Oh man, I am super frustrated right now because there's nothing I'm doing that's working.
Control up and down should change the view.
Nope. Ah, crap. All right. Well, Dustin, you pull up your stuff while I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
It's going to take me a minute.
Okay. So I will do this. And
I really think I lost all of those because it's not even letting me select any of that stuff anymore. I don't know what happened, and I apologize.
No worries. All right, so one of the other things that happened this weekend was I tried to highlight it in the toy news section on my Instagram. And let's see if I can make this work any better. Oh, I probably need to add this to stage. Okay. All right. So let's see. That's this weekend. Let's get to there. Okay. Really excited about this ramen toy stuff that they have on their site now. Let's see, where is... Oh, I think this is the Venom. No, maybe not. Okay.
I'm screaming internally right now.
So here's some more Black Series figures that I'm excited for. Grogu in IG-11. That's gonna be sick.
Oh yeah.
Ahsoka in his white robe, and then this Imperial armor dude is gonna be nuts. Yeah, there's the also more nuts. So yeah, this Kai Lab is like insane. The just the details on his cloak look so good.
Oh yeah.
I really want to get this piece.
So that's just an outfit for that figure, right?
Yeah, right. So here's where the Toy News 4 Horsemen stepped up over IshCon. They were talking about their latest cosplay.
You're breaking up.
I forget the name of already.
Your audio is breaking up.
Test.
I mean, I can hear you, but you're broken on some things.
Am I still broken?
No.
Try adjusting the mic. See if that works. So yes, over IshCon they announced the latest wave, which it's got some funky name. I don't remember the name, but it is what it is. This is probably my favorite reveal, a Buzz Off tribute, because that just looks so good.
Yep. And that's inspired by a community member named David Williams. He made a custom using that recipe, and the Horsemen, they were like, "Yep, that we like that so much, we wouldn't be able to come up with nothing better." So,
right. I personally think that they wouldn't come up with anything better for a Fisto tribute for my guy.
Well, that one doesn't have all official parts.
Right. But so here's this really funky looking dude. He's got this cool eye mask. I don't know what that's about, but this is separate from the head and it comes apart. It's really cool. And then this mount, I have no idea. This is insanely cool though.
His name's Bungie. I remember that. So even the Horsemen had technical difficulties on their live stream when they did this reveal. Like
that's funny. It's just
their pictures were lagged. There was a storm going on, they said, so their feed on YouTube was very lagged, and the pictures weren't matching up with what they were trying to show. And they had a small screen down on the side where you could see Jeremy, Gerard, and Eric, and they were talking about the stuff, and you could see behind them, it was being projected, but the picture wasn't changing.
Oh, geez. Well, I suppose it's on par on suit for this release then, I guess. But yeah, this is like a accessory release there. They did that one other time earlier. I don't remember the name of these dudes, but I think they're cool.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna have to give up on all of the stuff that I'd had to try and share. It's not coming back. Like I can't change the view on it. I can't scroll up and down. I can't. It's just gone. Half of that album is just not there anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to the Four Horsemen site. So
there you go.
So we're gonna go to Source Horseman.
Yeah, right. Ramen Toy is kick-ass. Ace is a really cool dude.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. We've had Ace on the show before.
Yeah, and he came up to me at PowerCon like a few weeks later, and he remembered me and gave hats to my kids and stuff. It was really cool. And yeah, so he's just an all-around great dude. And
yeah, he is. He's very friendly.
Yeah. Okay, so
I was gonna save this for the end of the show, but I gotta cut straight to it, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine.
So Ox Crew Book 2 Hero
Yes.
Zone is the full name of it. So what I'm gonna do here is, if I click on that, it's probably going to take me to the store. So I'm going to go Cosmic Legions Waves Released. Here we go. Book 2. All right. So
Mounts is a little small for my taste. I guess the figure width is also smaller in general.
Wait. Where are we? Mount was a little small. Oh, I think that's very deceptive on the size. I think this guy's going to be a little bit bigger than what you might think. So, okay. Because this figure here is his rider, and he's no slouch. He's not little, and the mount is bigger than this guy.
Oh, really? That's his rider?
Yeah, this is his rider. So if you go to the site and everything, they've got the whole write up and a little bio to go along with him and whatnot. I'm just going to show you the pictures here. So they show him. Let me show you what he looks like underneath all those soft goods. So we've got this. So if you look at his legs, he's very bent over. Now I'm told that the gray aliens in the line, if you stand these characters up, they're just as tall as those. So height wise, he's going to be bigger. This guy in particular is going to be bigger than what you might suspect he's going to be. But the mount itself, now I'm not talking like, Mondo Battle Cat size or anything like that, but the skate backs that they've created from the first wave was pretty dang big. Like the head on it itself was just about as big as a troll head from the line. And you can see the orange guy back here behind me. That's Troll I'm talking about. I believe they stood the skate back up, and he was probably just as tall or taller than the Troll.
Huh.
So like I said, this guy, he is Bungie's rider. Let me go straight to Bungie here, since he's the only one I can remember the name to. I mean, picture-wise, he looks small, but trust me, he's going to be big. He's at a higher price point, too. So they don't, like usually the standard-sized figures, the price point is pre-order through them like $37. But I think this guy, he's... I'm trying to remember what they said. It was like 40-something. Which is, that's getting into the deluxe figure
range.
So, and the little he's got like the knapsack type of thing, not knapsack, but it's like a rolled up sleeping bag. So it's soft goods. So and it unrolls, and you can actually fit his rider into it. So
really?
It's an actual soft goods piece this time instead of a hard plastic sculpted piece.
So Figure Fight Club's saying 46 or 48. He thinks. He
Yeah,
said he saw them in person while they were doing that show.
Oh, okay. You were there.
So, yeah.
Nice. It's a beautiful shot from Trevor Williams.
They're just so amazing.
Yeah. Like, let me pull the Buzz Off tribute figure here up.
Yeah, he was at the live reveal. Yeah, so the alternate head of Buzz Off looks really dope. Which one's the alternate head?
So that's
that is the one I would use.
Yeah, so that's a Sphexian head.
Yeah.
So that is something that David Williams didn't do for his figure that the Horsemen did on their own.
Yeah.
The head that David Williams did was this one here.
Yeah. Which it's fine, but I'm not going to use that head if I ever get that figure. I'm going to use that one.
Yeah, no, I mean it's great.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Buzz Off is probably one of my favorite characters of He-Man, so it's going to be hard to not get that figure.
I really dig the color scheme to this one.
Yeah, I do too. And he looks like a Man-at-Arms or Teela in full gear type. The Teela Man-at-Arms when she turns whatever the new Man-at-Arms, which is Teela at one point.
I'm really digging the new gear for the head.
Yeah,
for this thing, that's just awesome. I don't know. I really like this one. I've seen some people, not like the soft goods on this guy, but it doesn't really bother me at all. I think it's really cool. And then there's a shot with his alternate head.
Yeah. Which I don't like that much.
I can respect the talent that went into the
totally
pattern on that, because that's impressive, but yeah, I very much dig the helmeted head.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to crap on anyone. I'm just saying really like that helmeted head.
So let me go back to this guy, because I kind of just glossed over him. I want to show. I mean, this is the poncho on this guy is just impressive, because there's two ways that he can wear it. Like, he's got these slits that are going to be in the front where his arms can stick out, so that you can actually see the arms or whatever. And then if you look right here, you can see the sleeves that were created on this thing. Those arms, they'll still fit in the sleeves. So, just the thought that goes into the soft goods for these things is, there are people that they go with. They CGS them. They do a really good job with the soft goods for these. And just the fact that, I mean, if you look at where Mythic Legions started, and like zero soft goods whatsoever, and they're still around the same price, and they're including these soft goods with these figures. That, I mean, if you found a third-party person to make soft goods like that for your figures, you're still going to pay that price just for the soft goods alone. But the way they do these figures is, if you don't like the soft goods, if that's not your thing on this scale, you can take them off. Most of these figures, you don't have to have the soft goods on them for them to be great looking figures. They still function almost 100% without them. There are some characters that the soft goods are specific to the character itself. The one that comes to mind really is from Figura Obscura, one of the Father Christmas figures. I mean, they've got that the big robe that Santa
Yeah.
would wear and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it looks kind of awkward without that on it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, all of the other soft goods that come on these figures, you could totally take them off and they still look fine without them.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. And here's another member of like that Wasteland crew.
I actually feel like the first first release of Cosmics were lacking the ones that didn't have soft goods. It's like, yeah,
So
this could have used some cool soft goods here.
yeah, I can kind of sort of get that, but I think for some of them, for the theme that they were going to, for the
Oh, yeah.
characters themselves, I think they were fine without it. I think this is the first time. No. I was going to say something really stupid here. I recognize that piece now. So I missed half of the stream, the reveal stream. Like I'd forgot. Like I forgot what day it was. So I tuned in after the reveal of this one, and I believe this particular head, the unmasked head here, is from the Mythic Legion's line.
Yeah.
The Gadriel angel figure that they did from Advent of Decay, I think that's that head. And this is the first time that we're seeing a re-release of that particular head.
Yeah. I think you might be right on that.
See, I think I'm totally skipping these.
Is there a way to zoom in on that?
So, okay, I'm going to try. Okay.
No, I just meant, is there...
I think that's how I messed up my other thing I was trying to share was I did something weird with the zoom and I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So I mean the face itself looks very familiar, the hair. So I really do believe that's the same head sculpt.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's correct because I do have that figure and
they probably said that during their reveal, but like I said, I missed this one. I'm so terrible. Like I forget what day it is. This one here is the star of the wave for me. And I think it was for a lot of other people too. Because just to hear the reaction people were having in the room when they revealed this one, oh yeah. This is another member of the Ox crew, what the wave is named after itself. And I believe his name is Cog.
Okay.
It's very much like a space ape type of character. And this is built on the bigger body that was introduced in Ox Crew Wave 1.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like a slender figure like some of the other, like the first guy that we saw where he's orange and brown and everything. He's a much more slender build than these Ox Crew members themselves.
Right.
I love that portrait on this figure. That ape looking. There we go. I'll give you a better view of. I mean, that's just.
Yeah, beautiful. That does look pretty cool.
And the goggles that you see on him, man. Okay, so you can see him kind of laying here. So this, if I remember hearing right, there's this portion of this head sculpt here is just plugged in. So you pop that out, and then you pop that piece back in over the eyes and everything. So that lines up. So this piece won't be glued in or shouldn't be glued in. I know there's things that happen at the factory. There is a language barrier. So this piece between his eyes should not be glued in.
Right.
And it's going to pop out. And then you can pop the goggles onto him. I love how they gave him all these little tools and stuff. I love stuff like that. Those tools.
Yeah.
You get those space tools. They're kind of space tools, but not kind of space tools. Like I have stuff at work that look exactly like these things. Yeah, he's awesome. And then you've got a Thraxian hunter. So the first Thraxian that they made, and they're very lizard-looking like characters. It was green, so this one's more of a earthy brown kind of color, which I think is kind of cool. You know, they're doing kind of sub races within a particular race of aliens they've created.
Yeah,
I love that they're not very technological. They're very primitive. Like you see here, he's got like this bone club made from the jaw of some other animal.
right.
I love the organic textures for their armor. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. I love the way that this one looks. I really like the green one too. This is just that whole character design that they've done with these. Really, really dig them.
Yeah.
And I mean, the whole primitive looking aspect to them. I mean, if you're not into the whole sci-fi thing, so I mean, and if you're not going to be into cosmics, if not, but this
Probably not. Yeah, right.
You could drop this right into Mythic Legions if you're just strictly a Mythic Legions character, character collector, whatever. And he would fit right in because he's got that, that very primitive look. He doesn't have very space age looking armor or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably why I dig the Thraxian characters a lot, because I'm probably planning on doing something like that with mine. And then they did another little accessory set here.
Yeah.
In the first wave that they did for the Ox Crew, they had another accessory set. It was wildly popular.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like these little cases and little whatnot pieces that just little extras that you can get?
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody that's into photography and stuff like that, I mean, even if you're not into any of these figures or whatever, say, you have a huge Star Wars collection, you like taking Star Wars pictures or whatever, these would fit right in with those figures.
Yep.
Perfect backdrop pieces.
Yep, and same goes for Mezco figures, stuff like that. Like I would eat that up.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I mean, they're awesome.
Mm-hmm. So
that was their big reveal for the IshCon that they put on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you getting any of these?
I want Buzz Off, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm laser focused on doing Thundercats because that's where I have to be. I can't afford anything else.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anything beyond is like, so basically when I am allotted money, I have to beg and ask, like, can we get this please? No, we can't. What if we put it on this thing, on this layaway thing, whatever they got? No, we can't afford that. I'm like,
So I am gonna hop over here to storehorseman.com, because if you like any of these, if you've seen them, you can pre-order them right now. And forgive me, I don't remember how long they said this pre-order is going to last, but it's sometime the beginning of September is when it's the cutoff.
Yeah.
So the all-in price you see here, $299.99. If you were to add all of the individual ones up, it's going to be a higher price than that. So they usually cut you a little deal for going all in if you like them all. But if you want to cherry pick, you see something that you like and you just want it, like you said, the Buzz Off tribute, you can just pick that one up if you're, you like the Motu stuff.
Yep.
So that was kind of a little surprise drop that they did, because typically they go to PowerCon, and because there's no PowerCon this year, everybody's been asking, hey, are you guys going to do, more of the Motu tributes like you always do every year? And
yeah.
So they wouldn't confirm or deny if they were going to do it or whatever. So just kind of sprinkled this one in, what I think was a nice little surprise.
Heck yeah. I saw that and I literally lost my shit. I was just like, oh my God. And I shared immediately. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yeah. He's very cool. A lot of they're very popular. The tribute figures that they do, they that kind of brings in like new fans because people that they're like, oh, you know, I don't know what all this other stuff is, but that one looks very recognizable. That looks like Buzz Off, so you know they pick that one up and they get to messing around with it.
Yeah.
These are really great figures, you know, and then they go back and give these other figures a second look and go, you know, this isn't really too bad, you know, and if they're
Right.
anything like this one that I just got, these are great figures. So then they kind of go hog wild and they buy a bunch of them.
Yeah, that was literally me a couple years ago. The first figure I got was I saw a pre-order for Purplore or the Purple Panther and Trapjaw, Cronaw, as it's called, and it's just like, oh, I really want those, and I'm like, dang it, too bad I missed out on this other figure, which was Kauros, which was Battle Cat, and I saw it on Big Bad Toy Store, so I ordered that, and so that was the first figure I got of Mythic Legions, and that figure I was just like, this is amazing. And then a year or so later I got, you know, Purplore and Cronaw, and it's just like, these are amazing. And then of course that sent me down the whole rabbit hole of customizing and all that stuff, and like, dang it. Oh, and your helmets that you made for them, it's just like, well,
so I've got
shit,
one
I
of the
need to buy
prototypes
those.
just kind of sitting here hanging out. So yeah. So that was I made these helmets to go over. This was the one that I did for Kauros. This one isn't the finished one. This was kind of a test piece that we did. So it's almost like a raw sculpt here, but it's a 3D print. It's complicated. So I did these, and people went nuts for them. I did some bare feet for them too. And so since Kauros was the first one that they released, I kind of was like, okay, I know they're going to do a Panther tribute. So I went ahead and started sculpting the helmet piece for the Purplore Panther tribute figure. So
and I have both.
See you later, Figure Fight Club. I'm going to try to tune in again. I forgot last week. I forget what day it is sometimes, and I missed you guys' show last week. So I'm going to try to catch you again this week. All right. So
yeah, see ya.
Back to
Thanks for coming out.
If you want something a little more ready to get in your hands or whatever, here, pull my share screen back up here. I'm going to back out of the Ox Crew pre-order. So they do still have. Let me get my window right. They do still have stuff it's actually in stock. Whoop, nope, wrong button. Go back up here. So this is storehorseman.com. The other site that I was at previously was sourcehorseman.com. So they do, or I think they do, they were having an in-stock sale. I wonder if they took all that stuff down, because I didn't check. I didn't check before our stream. Let's see. There's in-stock tab right here. Nope, they still got stuff still up. So this is some Mythic Legions that are available right now. You can order them right now, get them in hand. These are not pre-order offerings. Could take up to 4 weeks to ship your order, though. So they did give that little bit of a warning. This was done under the whole offering for the skeleton figure that I showed off earlier.
Yeah.
And so this wasn't even everything that they had. They had other stuff, but as things sold out, obviously they removed it. So these are direct from Horseman prices. These are lower than the retail prices that you're going to find other places like Big Bad Toy Store or, other approved retailers for these products. So you can still get these right now. Right now.
I already see some that I want, and it's like,
Oh, I know the feeling. There's
it's
some
like, dang
others.
it.
So this figure here, Demistros, was the PowerCon figure from last year. Boy, that's really not gonna. No, that's not gonna pull up any bigger. I'm sorry, folks. I'm really terrible at this. Anyway, let me just, I guess, pop through the pictures here. So this one is this they call it the standard version because it doesn't come with the transparent blue, not blue, green head and hands, but still a really great looking figure. This figure does not fit into Mythic Legions. This figure does not fit into Cosmic Legions. It is its own thing under PowerCon itself. So I suspect we're going to see other figures under the PowerCon banner. This just happens to be the first one, and he is still in stock. You can still get him in for $37. It's a steal.
Yep.
This figure is absolutely fantastic.
He really is. I think that might be the last figure that I got of Four Horsemen.
The soft goods on him, he's got a soft goods skirt and cape that's wired, completely wired, posable. You can't really tell by these pictures, but it's got a great looking patina on the armor. He's got that really dark armored color, but then that really bright, like a turquoise almost blue in all the cracks and crevices and stuff of his armor. Just a fabulous looking figure in hand, and his box is slightly different than the standard Mythic Legions box because it's its own thing. You know, it's hard to describe. If I had it in arm's length, I'd share it with you, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. He's a great looking figure. I'm
looking around for mine, and I'm like, I don't know where it's at now.
Yeah, no. This was another figure from last year's Legions Con. This is the second version of Vorgus Vermilius. He is still available, and he is another just awesome figure. It's very similar build to Demistros with a few other parts interchanged, and of course different paint scheme. This character is in the lore for Mythic Legions. And his cape is wired as well. It's very Spawn-esque looking. Oh, excuse me.
I love it.
But yeah, he's definitely a really cool figure too.
Definitely one to get.
And the other figures that they had that were kind of exclusive to the Legions Con. This is Waltor the Mad. Of course, namesake based off of Walter Hagen from Mythic Legions Cabal.
Yep.
This one's a really cool skeleton figure. Comes with a Cabal banner, which that's really cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So his accessory loadout is he's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I love that picture. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna take a chance here to zoom in. But yeah, cool. That's a really cool figure too. And then, of course, the Waltor the Mad Cosmic Edition.
Also, love it.
Yeah, this figure is just. I can't say enough about some of the Cosmic figures that they've released, and this one is it's a really solid build. You might recognize some of the pieces from some of the ones that we were talking about earlier, and that's par for the course here for any toy company out there. They reuse a lot of stuff, but even just painting it different colors, it looks like a completely different figure.
For sure.
And nice shot there, environmental shot. And this is, I mean, he just comes with so much stuff that's packed in with him. It's crazy. Just some of the stuff they offer with some of these figures.
Yeah.
And then,
It's outrageous.
They do have some, $26 what they call Legion Builder figures or whatever. It's kind of the same price as what that skeleton was, but you got some knights. There's an orc in there. If you like Templar knights, they've got Templar Relic Guard. That's a really cool one. I've got a couple of those.
I want the Spartan one.
Let's see, the Spartan one.
Yeah, you back up. It's the Gladiator one.
Oh, okay.
Next to Black Knight.
Right here?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
I just think that looks so cool. It's like, oh, I love the Gladiator type arena looking figures. They're so cool.
Yeah. I have to agree. This one's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes with alternate feet here. You can see, oops. You can see there he's got the armored feet in this shot. But then if we come back over here, he's got bare feet. And they just pop out like this ankle articulation here. It seats into this part of the shin. And you don't even have to really use any heat. It just pops right out. You pop those other feet in. The other feet have an articulation. The ankle articulation already in the foot. So you don't have to have heat to pop for feet and everything. Here, I'll show you like you can see here, like they already come with it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a big deal because like sometimes when those hands and feet packs come out, like they don't have that piece
right
with the foot, which is frustrating.
And it's just one more thing you have to try to take apart, and it never quite comes out well.
Well, I mean, I'm used to doing it, so
but it
doesn't give me any trouble. But for other people that they don't want to mess with heat and stuff up and all that kind of mess or whatever.
Yeah.
They've still got horses. If you know somebody that's into horses, that they don't even have to be into these figures or whatever. These are great horse figures.
Yep.
They're absolutely stunning. But yeah, all this stuff here that you see that's in stock, I mean, it's in stock. It will sell out. And when it sells out, that's kind of it. It's just kind of gone. Here's that Freya's figure that I showed off last time. So if you're into the mythological stuff, you got him. He's available. Really cool figure. But yeah, so don't miss your chance at some of these. This is the cheapest that you're going to find these figures anywhere right now.
Yep.
Oh boy, I'm just messing all of this stuff up. So let me close that out. Let me try to go back, see if my image stuff ever corrected itself. That really bugs me how that happened. I really have no idea. How I messed that up. No, it's still not.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just going to have to give up on that. I'm so sorry. I wanted, because I had pictures of the IshCon stuff that I wanted to talk about. Man, that kind of makes me mad. So there was a couple of nights that was there on the table that nobody would talk about, that anything anybody would ever say was, I don't know anything about those. And then that was kind of the running quote, the joke. And there was two green knights. There was one, he was in full green plate armor, and then the other one was more of like a leather type of soft goods armor and stuff. So we're getting some green themed knights at some point. Yeah, but That's
Interesting.
Man, no idea how I managed to mess that up that bad.
Well, oh well.
I'll have to try and pull those up for next time.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we are at an hour, so I'll just say, well, first of all, do you have anything else to say about the weekend roundup?
No, because the stuff that I was going to talk about was in the images that I lost.
Right. Okay. So, coming up Friday, we are going to be talking about Punisher 1989 and Cosmic Sin. We're also going to give our thoughts on Resolution, the prequel to Endless, which is the movie we just watched last week. So that'll be cool. That's on Friday. Be there, watch those movies, and come hang out. And next week, we're going to have a special guest, and that is Fresh Monkey Fiction. We're going to be sitting down to talk with him about figures and all the cool things that they have going on that we're just anxiously awaiting for, and just so excited about it. So we're really pumped and looking forward to next week at 8 o'clock. We'll be having him on. Mike. Right. I think it's Mike.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Because I have a few of the figures that they're responsible for creating, and they're great figures.
They are. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, you see someone who gets one, and it's just like, dang it, I wish I had got that.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking the same people that, you know, made the Santa Claus and the other Rudolph, and well, not Rudolph, it was Comet or one of those other reindeer. But yeah, and they're responsible with Monster Force and stuff that's being released through Big Bad Toy Store. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, and yeah, so we'll be talking about that. Well, it depends on whether or not we'll actually have a traditional Frickin figures, or if it's just going to be Frickin figures with Fresh Monkey Fiction. So, did I say that right? I don't know. Fresh Monkey, yeah. Okay, yeah, I
did. We're a mess tonight.
I am.
Nothing is going how we planned it.
No, I have such a bad headache. It's ridiculous.
I know. Last week I was real mopey and draggy and tired, and I was raring to go tonight. And I don't know, it got away from me. I thought I learned a new trick, and all I did was screw it all up.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be our show without technical difficulties, mess ups, ADHD.
We are definitely professional.
We're not scripted.
Unprofessional.
We're definitely off the cuff. You're getting real live reactions. So I think personally, I feel that's more authentic than people who are scripting stuff out back and forth. Nothing, not to knock any shows out there if that's what you do, but I'm just saying I think it's more realistic to get an authentic to get our actual reactions in the moment.
Even if we were scripted, I'd still screw up.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So
I mean, there's so many things that I want to talk about that it's like, oh yeah, I should probably do that, and then I go to say it and I screw it up, and it's like, okay, never mind. I just need to straight up record it in a video and then air it later on. Like that way I can have as many and like, for example, I forgot to credit our original theme. J.M. Scherf is the one who composed our theme, our intro, and he did such a fantastic job. Forgot to add him in the credits. It's something that I need to talk to my kid, and we're gonna sit down and work that out. But we haven't yet, and it's like, oh, I need to do that. I also need to get him back on because he likes to talk geek stuff. So we should have him back on sometime. But there's only so much time in the day, week, year, etc. But yes, Fresh
Next
Monkey
Monday.
Fiction next Monday, 8 o'clock.
Monday. Yep.
And Friday, 9 o'clock for Punisher and Cosmic Sin this Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. And let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday. We got early morning brew. I think at 11 on our Madness friends. So give them a shout out. Tune in if you're up, and I'm usually never up at that time. But I've been trying to make up for that, but I digress. That's our show, right? I don't know. I don't have anything else to say.
Maybe. I don't. We don't even know. So
no, I don't. I really don't. But anyway, Thunder Nerds, ho!